What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the recording, and there would appear to be some hullabaloo going on around The Witcher Season 2 over on Netflix, and it's the usual suspects, the usual rabble-rousers complaining about it, and that is, of course, PETA. PETA whining about Witcher Season 2. Now, if you've watched The Witcher, I watched Season 1. It was decent. I like the Bard character. I think Henry Cavill does great in his role. I think he plays, obviously, a very compelling Geralt. The show is, if I had a nitpick, it would be that, it's clearly woman-focused, woman-forward. But, we're almost like Geralt at times feels like kind of second fiddle on his own show. But the characters are okay. You have your typical Netflix bologna sausage, but outside of that, the characters are fine. The show's fine. And much like Keanu Reeves, Henry Cavill gets a huge pass from fans because he loves the source material. He's actually read the books. He knows more about The Witcher than I do. He knows he's played the video games. And this is like the dream candidate for somebody playing in like your video game movie or property. At least, I would argue. And season 2 of The Witcher is getting rave reviews. I don't know why. I'm just not as interested in it. Second season come around. Maybe I'll tune back in and bring it back on. But I don't know. What did you think of it? I thought it was okay, above average, but it just takes a lot for me to commit, I don't know, whatever it is, 7 hours, 8 hours to get through a season of these shows, especially with so much filler. I find myself watching old movies. Like yesterday, I watched Blazing Saddles because a friend of mine had never seen it. And it holds up. It holds up. A lot of the laughs from early on in the show turn into like, man, they'd never do that today. But, nonetheless, we have a call for a boycott from the PETA organization. Calls for boycott of The Witcher Season 2 due to the use of live animals. What? The PETA organization doesn't really do any good out there. They are like a rage merchant that pushes these weird conspiracies, and they post just appalling stuff on Twitter because it's the only thing that will give them any attention. I don't know who funds them, probably Hollywood weirdos. But this article over on Botting into Comics says, like clockwork, PETA has once again used the release of a highly anticipated piece of entertainment as an opportunity to grandstand for its cause. This time, they're using the second season premiere of Netflix's The Witcher to condemn the series' use of live animals over CGI alternatives. I imagine that the live animals that are on these programs, on these shows, are probably treated better than any kind of regular run-of-the-mill horse. A statement released on December 22nd to their official garbage website, PETA Animals in Film and Television Associate Director Lauren Thomason asserted to the public that Netflix's The Witcher has a monster problem, and the producers apparently monstrously chose to exploit a live lemur and squirrel monkeys along with other animals instead of using modern, humane, computer-generated imagery. What? The entertainment industry typically prematurely separates these animals from their mothers and thwarts their instinctual need to explore, choose mates, raise young, and forage, which is why audience should skip The Witcher and instead toss a coin to the many films and shows that feature only willing human performers, the organization's official statement concluded. The animal rights organization further hammered home their denunciation of The Witcher on Twitter, posting later that same day, from a lemur to an owl to a camel, Netflix is apparently choosing to exploit the animals of the continent while the other productions are using CGI. Even in a fantasy world, animals aren't actors. Leave them off screen. What? What? Alongside the accompanying video in which they provided examples of serious live animal actors, such as the owl spoken to and a parrot being sold in the Redanian marketplace as Yen and Kahir passed through, PETA further wrote, even if the CGI-filled fantasy world of The Witcher, Netflix continues to exploit animals and use them as props. This is a tweet that has 60 likes. This is how pointless and toothless PETA is. 60 likes. Fascinating story. Any chance you're reaching the end? Great show. Watched all the seasons of 1 and 2. Already binged The Witcher. About to do it again. Animals have a right to work too. It must be absolutely exhausting being in a state of perpetual moral outrage. Already binged it. It was a great... Not a single reply in here. Not one supporting this. I mean, I am looking. Hey, look, an idiot. All I can do is roll my eyes. Is that what you wanted, PETA? Don't be ridiculous. I mean, look, I am an animal collector. All my cats. I have 5 current cats, okay? 2 of which are fosters, but that's neither here nor there. All of them strays. Every cat I've ever owned in my life, a stray. Dogs, a little different. I get purebred dogs. I know breeding dogs is suboptimal, but I pick up enough cats off the street to offset it, okay? I don't think, I understand taking animals out of kind of their nest. Like, for example, people that do falconry and stuff, they have to go, like, take a baby falcon out of a nest or something like that to get them in my state, from what I understand. I don't love that. I'd rather, have this, like, born in captivity, or have them rehabilitated or something like that, and then that's how you get them. But, I mean, give me a break. It's also, as noted above, this is far from the first time PETA has rode the coattails of popular entertainment released in order to make a desperate plea for relevancy. In September, as players eagerly awaited the upcoming reveal of Sora as the final Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC fighter, PETA petitioned Nintendo to add their mascot, not a nugget, to the game, despite the organization's own history of claiming Nintendo of supporting and even promoting bad behavior. Likewise, May 2020 saw a group of stage an in-game protest against Animal Crossing New Horizons museum collection mechanic, requesting Nintendo alter the game's core mechanics and, quote, free the fish on display across players' islands. As of writing, Netflix has not responded to PETA's criticisms. It also appears that viewers are tuning out of PETA rather than Witcher Season 2. As of Netflix Top 10 for the week, for December 13th and 19th, showed The Witcher Season 2 was viewed 142 million hours in its premiere week. While The Witcher Season 2 topped the charts, the show's first season came in second with 49 million views. Good to see, like, regular everyday people laughing at lunacy. That's kind of exactly what this is in this particular case. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoy The Witcher. And if you need a new computer, maybe consider picking one up from Meta PCs. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll talk to you again real soon. Huge shout out to this video's sponsor, Meta PCs. Now, I know you're not going to run out and quick buy a brand new computer just because I ran this ad, but what I would hope is that you'll keep Meta PCs in mind for a variety of reasons and use my promo code, TheQuartering, to save big at checkout. Look, Meta PCs offers custom configurations. It has insane parts availability. They're one of the few people I see out there with the brand new NVIDIA 3090 in stock and shipping. When you buy from them, they offer you build photos as they work along. When you receive your PC, it's ready to go out of the box. It's 100% US-based sales and support. And one of my favorite things, it's a veteran-owned business. Meta PCs is veteran-owned. One of Meta's owners has served in Afghanistan and Iraq and received a Purple Heart for his service. Meta also employs military veterans in the Meta Operations Center and also provides systems to veterans going back to school to help them re-enter the workforce all across the United States. Meta PCs also offers financing. Head on over to MetaPC at metapcs.com. Use code TheQuartering at checkout to save money and support my content. If nothing else, go configure a PC, build a little wish list, and when you're ready, remember to use code TheQuartering at checkout at MetaPCs. I know I'll be getting myself a brand new one before the